Have you ever felt like you've tried everything, prayers, affirmations, hard work, and still that breakthrough you're aching for just won't come? Whether it's healing, money, love, clarity, or just a sign that you're not alone, it's easy to wonder if miracles are reserved for other people. The truth is, they're not. They're for you. And sometimes all it takes is 2 minutes. Yes, 2 minutes. This isn't about religion. It doesn't matter if you call it God, the universe, source, or something else. What matters is that you show up with belief, emotion, and openness. Because when you do, something powerful happens. Your energy shifts. And the moment your energy shifts, your reality begins to rearrange. This miracle prayer is short, but it's designed to cut through fear, clear out doubt, and instantly tune your spirit to the frequency of abundance, healing, and divine favor. It's not just a prayer, it's a spiritual command, and you're about to speak it into your life. So take a breath. Let everything else go for just 2 minutes and prepare to receive, because your miracle could already be on its way. It might seem hard to believe that a 2-minute prayer could change your entire life. After all, we've been conditioned to think that powerful results require massive effort, long rituals, or hours of meditation. But the mechanics of miracles don't operate on the rules of the physical world. They're governed by spiritual laws, and in those laws, intensity of focus always outweighs duration. In both spiritual and quantum traditions, the power of a single, crystal-clear intention, aligned with belief, emotion, and surrender, can collapse time. In that moment, you're not just hoping, you're creating. You're stepping outside the limits of logic and into the boundless field of possibility where miracles are born. Think of it like a spiritual key code. You don't need to bang on a door for hours. You just need the right sequence, the right energy, the right state of inner alignment. When you pray with total presence and full belief, even if it's only for 2 minutes, you send a signal to the universe that's pure, powerful, and precise. That signal gets picked up. That's when things start moving fast. A longer prayer filled with doubt, distraction, or repetition can actually be less effective than a brief, passionate invocation that comes from your soul. Because it's not the words, it's the energy behind them. A focused, heartfelt prayer becomes a command to the universe rather than a plea. In those 2 minutes, what you're really doing is getting out of your own way. You stop thinking, overanalyzing, worrying, and instead, you connect directly to Source. That's when resistance falls. That's when your heart takes over. And that's when the miracle has room to enter. So don't underestimate the power of this short prayer. Say it with intention. Feel every word. Believe you are being heard. 2 minutes is all it takes to tap into a realm where time doesn't exist and where your deepest desires are already waiting to be fulfilled. Because the truth is, the miracle doesn't need time. It just needs space, and your belief creates it. Miracles are not rare events handed out like lottery tickets to the lucky few. They are not granted. They are tuned into, like frequencies on a radio. The universe is constantly broadcasting healing, abundance, love, and transformation. The real question is, are you tuned in? When you say a powerful prayer, especially one rooted in divine belief and emotional clarity, you're not begging for a miracle. You're activating your receiver. You're aligning your spiritual signal to match the frequency where miracles already exist. It's not about forcing the universe to respond. It's about becoming vibrationally compatible with what you desire. Imagine a radio. If you're one frequency off, the music is fuzzy or silent, but once you dial in exactly, the signal comes through loud and clear. That's how your energy works. This miracle prayer isn't just words. It's an energetic alignment ritual. It helps shift your internal state from fear to faith, from doubt to trust, from lack to abundance. In that shift, you become a match for divine outcomes. And here's the key. Your emotions are the dial. They determine the clarity and strength of your connection. Gratitude in particular is one of the highest vibrational states you can embody. When you feel genuine appreciation, not just say the words, you elevate your frequency to the same level as divine intelligence. Joy, love, surrender, faith. These emotions aren't just pleasant feelings. They are powerful tuning tools. Think of it like Wi-Fi. The signal is always there, but unless your device is connected, it can't download anything. The universe works the same way. The miracle signal is always broadcasting, but you need to log in with your heart. So if you're not seeing miracles yet, ask yourself, am I aligned? Is my frequency clear? Am I feeling gratitude, trust, and love? Or am I swimming in fear and resistance? Because miracles don't respond to desperation, they respond to resonance. Tuning your energy to the divine isn't hard. It begins with awareness, intention, and a willingness to feel. When your heart and mind sync up in belief, the signal locks in, and the download begins. And that's when the miraculous becomes your new normal. One of the greatest spiritual tragedies is this. It's not that your prayers go unheard, it's that they often get canceled out by doubt, fear, and inner resistance. These silent saboteurs aren't loud or obvious. They creep in subtly, disguising themselves as realism, common sense, or just being careful. But what they really do is act like spiritual static, jamming the signal between your intention and the divine response. Miracles operate on a clean, clear channel. The moment you say a prayer, the universe begins to respond, but only if your energy stays in alignment. And that's where most people slip. They say the right words, but carry the wrong frequency. On the surface, they speak faith. Beneath that, what if it doesn't work? What if I'm not worthy? What if nothing ever changes? Those what ifs are like background noise. They weaken your spiritual Wi-Fi and send mixed signals to the universe. Imagine trying to tune into a song on the radio while static keeps cutting in. You might catch a few notes, but the message never comes through fully. That's what happens when fear coexists with faith. This is why the middle section of the miracle prayer is so vital. When you say, I release my doubts, my fears, my pain, you are not just speaking poetry, you're activating a spiritual firewall. You're clearing out the energetic viruses that would otherwise sabotage your miracle in the making. Letting go of fear doesn't mean pretending it doesn't exist. It means choosing trust in the face of fear. It's not passive. It's one of the most courageous, active choices you can make, to release your grip on control and hand your desire over to the divine with full faith. You're not just letting go, you're making space, because miracles don't show up in cluttered hearts. They need room to land, and when you sweep away the fear, the worry, and the old stories, you create a wide, open field for the universe to plant something extraordinary. So today, ask yourself honestly, what am I willing to release? Because the moment you drop the noise, you'll hear the miracle knocking. One of the most powerful and sometimes uncomfortable truths in the spiritual journey is this. Life isn't reacting to you, it's reflecting you. Your outer world mirrors your inner world. Whatever beliefs, expectations, and emotional patterns you carry inside are projected outward, shaping the people you meet, the opportunities you attract, and even the coincidences you stumble into. This is the mirror principle, and once you understand it, everything changes. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are aligned with. That's why miracles don't arrive when you're begging for them. They arrive when you expect them, when you believe they are natural, available, and already on their way. There's a massive energetic difference between, please let this happen, and it's already done. That's why, as you speak the miracle prayer, you're not just saying words, you're initiating a vibrational echo. With every declaration, I am free. I am filled with divine power. My miracle is fulfilled. You send a signal into the mirror of the universe, and that mirror responds. It begins to reorganize reality around your belief, shifting timelines, drawing new people, and aligning events to match your inner transformation. You'll see it when you believe it. That's the opposite of how most of us are trained to think. But in the realm of energy and spirit, belief is not optional. It's the operating system. If you walk around convinced that nothing ever works out for you, life will dutifully reflect that back. But if you walk in knowing miracles follow you everywhere, life will echo that too. So the challenge is simple but profound. What are you seeing in the mirror of your life? Is it peace, prosperity, and purpose? Or is it fear, lack, and stagnation? Whatever it is, that mirror isn't judging you. It's just showing you what you're holding inside. The miracle prayer is a powerful way to reprogram your reflection. Speak it with conviction, let it reshape your belief, and the moment your inner mirror clears, your outer world will shine back a new reality. one drenched in grace, favor, and divine synchronicity. Because the moment you truly believe, the reflection changes, and with it, so does everything else. There's a reason the miracle prayer isn't meant to be said just once. It's designed to be repeated daily for 28 days. Not because the universe needs to hear it more than once, but because you do. Miracles don't just happen in your life. They happen in your mind first. And to truly live in the frequency of miracles, you need to rewire your internal operating system. Science tells us it takes 21 to 28 days to build a new habit, to lay down fresh neural pathways in the brain. This is known as neuroplasticity, your brain's incredible ability to reshape itself based on what you repeatedly think, feel, and say. Now, take that same idea and apply it spiritually. This is what we call spiritual neuroplasticity. Each time you say the miracle prayer, you're doing more than speaking words. You're engraving a new identity into your subconscious. You're no longer someone who hopes for miracles. You're becoming someone who expects them, who walks in alignment with divine flow, who knows that healing, abundance, love, and joy are not distant dreams, but daily realities. It's like programming your own miracle algorithm. Every repetition is a line of sacred code. Over time, your inner software changes. Your thoughts shift, your emotional responses evolve, and suddenly the world starts looking different. You begin seeing signs. You notice divine timing. You feel more peace, more power, more purpose. That's not coincidence. That's your newly wired mindset in action. This isn't just a ritual, it's an activation sequence. You're waking up your spirit day by day, building spiritual muscle memory. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes to believe, to trust, and to receive. So commit. Light a candle if it helps. Put a reminder on your phone. Speak the prayer with heart, with presence, and with expectancy every single day for the next 28 days. Watch what happens, not just outside of you, but within you. Because when your internal world transforms, your external world has no choice but to follow. The miracle isn't just in what you manifest, it's in who you become. And there it is, your 2-minute miracle moment. If you felt even the slightest shift in your energy, a wave of peace, a glimmer of hope, or a deep inner knowing that something just changed, then trust it. That's not your imagination. That's alignment. That's the divine responding in real time. Remember, miracles don't always explode into your life with flashing lights. Sometimes they begin quietly, with a phone call, a new idea, a sudden opportunity, or a peace you can't explain. But once you've prayed from your center, with faith, clarity, and expectancy, the shift has already begun. If this prayer moved you, or if you're ready to live in the frequency of miracles, then I invite you to comment below. I am open. I am ready. I am receiving my miracle. Let the universe and this community see your declaration. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon, because we're here almost every day with spiritual tools to elevate your life. Until next time, keep your heart open, your mind clear, and your faith unshakable. Your miracle is already unfolding.